Here's the most dire prediction. I also ask people to share this with everyone, especially with your our unfortunate uh, neighbors and friends and students who are now at war. This is a most dire prediction, which I'm making not because I have any supernatural knowledge, only because I've seen this happen before again and again. The high priests of this alternate religion, this Israelism, of which all the higher ups in the government and those who intend to be in the government and those in the military establishment, in this religion, they intend to go into Gaza and are preparing, let's say, the most horrific of human sacrifices as per their usual custom. Remember, in the olden days, they used to give human sacrifice in this place. Why they do it? Because they thought it would save them. So this is their custom, like the Rambam says. They are willing to send in young men to endanger their lives in order to protect the innocent, so-called innocent lives of Gazan civilians. They're going to go into Gaza, and they're going to put many people in danger doing it, many innocent people. It is important for our soldiers to flat out refuse such terrible orders and instead to indiscriminately train their heaviest fire on the enemy from a safe distance. They're planning something that is just the most god awful. And you know the usual stories, you've seen it happen before. You have to warn everybody this is what they're intending to do. Dr. England can explain how this idea of human sacrifice in some form or another, even if they're not aware of what they're doing, is one of the primordial human tendencies. We're reading Parshas Bereshis this week. Understand how human primordial Yitzhak horror work. Man tries to, whatever it is, appease his strange gods that he's created, strange gods of fear. And that's what they're planning to do right now. They have to be stopped. I'm saying this now because, yes, we can pray, but we also have to know we're praying. We're praying to the God of Israel, and the God of Israel has given us the capacity to fight our enemies. He has given us tools in which to destroy them from afar and save ourselves. And right now, the wrong people are in charge. Should they bomb it, even though the Jewish hostages or Gaza will be killed? No, well, they're supposed to say, return them or else. By the way, it's unfortunate. This is maybe we should prepare a share for this. Once you have a human shield, let's say on the airplane, captives, you have hostages, they're already considered gavla katila. You can't say, well, there are 5 innocent people or 500 innocent people on the airplane or on the train about to ram in to kill everybody else, so we have to do what we can, surrender in order to rescue the hostages. The hostages are already considered dead. Okay, they've already been killed if they're being used as human shields. That's the unfortunate Jewish aspect of this. Okay, it's the halachic term is gavra katilo, and yeah, that's something that is almost too horrific to think about. But yes, if it means completely destroying the enemy, then the Jewish people that they've taken captive uh, might also already be goners. That's a terrible thing, but shouldn't ask me. They could ask greater men who have already said this. But what they should also tell them is surrender the hostages, give them back, and perhaps we can make a deal. But they're not going to do such a thing. The problem is, and this is something that the enemy knows. The current high priests in charge, the idolatrous high priests in charge, actually have already given the victory to their enemies. The enemies have already won. They came in with a certain goal, and they did it. They were given a lot more. They didn't expect to capture so many hostages. You saw some was almost stupid. You could see in the British media, they took away grandmothers on golf carts. A golf cart. I could run faster than the golf cart sometimes. Okay, there was nothing there, like we saw the terrorists saying. Okay, they've they basically waiting for this. By the way, Sukkot was the anniversary was in 2011, I think it was. It was the anniversary of the Shalit deal, one of the most horrific things to ever happen in Jewish history. Also, once again brought about by the same people in charge, and that was release all these murderers in exchange for one Jewish person they're keeping as a hostage. That's ridiculous. One, murderers should have been put to death. That way they couldn't be used anymore as bargaining chips and also as a deterrent. But the problem is because we do this, because we do not do what we're supposed to do, we keep emboldening them and making it worse. Every time it gets worse. So yes, they have taken hostages. We're going to have to say, yeah, they've already been murdered. If it means destroying the enemy once and for all, then we'll have to say goodbye. That's an unfortunate thing. Yes, and if you're saying no, I can't allow that. We have to do whatever we can to save those people. Then you're basically setting yourself up to lose more people. You say we're going to have to do whatever we can to save those who are being held hostage now. However, they may be. Don't forget, the enemy tries to inflate those numbers. Then we're just setting up that next time around it won't be. I don't know what's the number at now. So-called official number. Official number is really close to 1,000, if not more. So next time it'll be 10,000. Okay, just to know there's a price. I wish everybody that we could do teshuvah. Those in Chutz La'aretz, you're supposed to pray. Prayer works. Kol Yaakov. You have to trust in God, but also you have to know that He gave you a Torah, and He gave very clear instructions what to do in these situations. And before we can get past this, we have to take it upon ourselves to keep that which the Torah tells us to do. Stay safe. Be well. May we only see peace from here on in.